And here we go, off for another adventure. This time though, we're in a very epically creepy place. We're gonna take off and check it up. This is Jumbo Woods in Pennsylvania. Oh, wrong way. Got a little bit of the trees. Let's get it up higher. Above the trees, that was close. Okay, it says reached its heights limit, about 110 feet, hovering around there. This wooded area here, this is a Gameland 101 in Pennsylvania, Jumbo Woods. And this is a massive, massive area. It is along the Cognac Creek, and it is an interesting part of the creek where it splits into an east and west branch. And whoa, we're gonna move this around a bit here and try to see, pan into, this is going to be into the area that I'm going to walk. And let's see if we can send this over a little bit here. It is going to be muddy. We had a bunch of rain here lately. You see this trail right here. It is very muddy, but it is a beautiful day out, as you can see. It's about 42 degrees. Going to get down to below freezing tonight, and we'll be out here for a night hike as well. But if you see this we'll send it forward a little bit here. Trying to keep this thing up, it keeps losing altitude. So this is a really cool wooded area. I have had several viewers request this as one of the most creepiest places ever. And it's gigantic, so who knows what we'll catch, but there's been several reports of a lot of strange stuff around here. See if we can adjust that a little bit. See, this is the path area we're going to head down. Now, this is the wooded area. It's on the plains of the Cognac Creek, just above the Cognac Creek. So one of the things we're going to do is, the Cognac Creek is just to the other side. We're going to pan around. There's pine trees mixed in here. There's actually some solid pine forests parts of this area. There you go. We can see our beloved Cognac Creek. Let me see if I can get this, make sure it's not going to hit a tree here. And it's now looking down at me. Now you can see me there, standing there, next to all these giant tire tracks. And I was gonna do something different here, but we're kind of panning around on me. So since it wants to look down, I still got some learning to do with this, but it's pretty cool. That's me moving there. You can see my shadow. And we're going to advance this a little. Keeps kind of losing height. Some of these trees are just very tall. So that's interesting how tall some of these trees are. I have this up 101 feet, and it's next to some trees that it will hit if it goes into them there at 101 feet. So that's give you a size, just a size reference of this gigantic forest. And we'll pan it around a little bit. I'm going to see we can, so you can see a little bit of the woods there. And we're just gonna, with that, I guess we're gonna send it down because I'm not sure what it's doing. So it was interesting. Watch, I'll hit the return to home button and let's see what it does here. Whoa, it's just barely clearing those trees. Those trees are just about 100 feet tall. And it's getting ready to return right to its spot, which is really cool. You can see me walking on there. And it's actually a beautiful day. We're going to explore down here some in the daytime. And we have touchdown right now. And there we go. Did a good job. Alrighty, cool. Good afternoon, everyone. This is T-Mac for T-Mac's American Experience. And I'm out here on what is absolutely a beautiful sunny day, however, deceptively cold here. And we are in the Pennsylvania State Gamelands 101, also known as the infamous Jumbo Woods. This is a mammoth place, close to 5,600 acres of this gameland / preserve. And there are a few trails, and we're going to go down some of them. To my back behind me there is the Cognac Creek, and kind of a unique part of it. It's right at the part where it splits into an east and west branch. So we're going to be taking an adventure. We're going to take a daytime one here, look around here a little bit, see what we can see, and then there will be a nighttime adventure to follow that. You got to watch the drone video, hopefully, if I got that up. You never know. I never quite know with that drone there still, because I'm still learning it. And so it's more of operator error than it is drone error. So with that though, see something, you hear something, say something. We're going to check this out. We're right at the entry. And so we're going to head in. I don't know what we're in for. Hopefully it's something good. So check this out here. We'll see. Okay. We've walked in. We're just right there. Only a few feet there. And this woods is epic. It is chilly, so I'm going to have to keep moving here. I have to have gloves on. And so to work the camera, I got to take them on and off here. Did a little studying of this from the Pennsylvania game site for this area. Creepy pine tree sticking up in the middle. There's a couple areas this bends. Now, this area is noted because they said of like poor soil and the types of rocks underneath, a lot of the shale and everything, that this area is like soggy all year round. So it's just noted for being a muddy mess. So we got a path that goes down. I'll give you a perspective here. We're facing east. So I could head north. There is a bend in the creek a little ways up there. I don't know if this will take me up there. This way will take me back quite a ways here. And so we're going to check out, because we're going to check out a whole bunch of this area. Again, we're talking about a absolutely massive area. Again, I could do probably 5 or 6 videos and not cover everything here. This is enormous. So I did want to see, because this is the kind of like you'd say the main trail. And I scouted it out on my Google Earth. And this one looked like kind of like this was the longest one, so I want to see how far it goes back. There's these little side, I guess, paths is what I'd call them. Here are a lot of birds, which, incidentally, I have at my disposal here. That looks like it goes down quite a ways. I see a tree down on the pathway. We got the predator collar. Okay, you know that right there? That's woodpecker. And I have a woodpecker in distress call. Okay, so since there's a woodpecker I can hear, let's hit the collar and see what we get. Okay, get ready. This gets loud. Woodpecker distress call. 3, 2, 1. Well, that made all the birds shut up. So again, we have it was running at 42 degrees, wind 7 miles an hour. Actually, I think that when I checked it, my car was reading 42. Weather Channel said 39 for here. Wind chill at 34. I don't know. I don't hear anything though. I made everything shut up. So either it worked right or it didn't work right. I'm not sure. See an old trash can on there. Again, we just had torrential rains too, which doesn't help in an area that tends to hold water. Now this road I'm on is not a main road. Seen since I started to hike, I had 3 cars go down there. I'm a little sketchy, a little nervous about that. Seems like areas where there shouldn't be cars. When I go on a hike, I get cars. But that should be about the only noise contamination out here. We're far away from we're inland from far south of the interstate. So we're not going to hear that. And there's no train tracks around here either. When you look, thick, heavy, mucky wood / kind of wetlands. Which is just about what they said on the website about the place. Some of the history of this state of Pennsylvania has been incrementally buying up the big chunks of land for this since about 1934 up to the present, making it this big gigantic area. Some of the lands were already wooded, so they left them untouched. Some of the other areas were farms, and because of the muckiness and poor soil quality, the farms were struggling. So they were very happy when the state wanted to buy their land. But it is a little treacherous here on this. All I'm seeing right now is a lot of birds. And look at now, I'm in a swamp. With stuff like this, I got the mucks on, but this looks like it could be deep. It does look like somebody took a truck through here. Had to have been a 4-wheel drive. And did not bring anything for setting up gifting areas or anything like that. We're just we'll find just what anyone else would find if they walked in here. And for me here, I gotta figure out another way around that. I gotta backtrack. That is just too swampy. I see a little bit of high ground right there. One of the things that this flat area, it's on both sides of the Conneaut Creek. However, it's like a plain on top of the ridge of the Conneaut Creek. This is going to be, oh, that's deep. Okay, but I made it. It's noted for it being This area is so flat you could build an airport on it, which is unusual for this area. It's really flat. Well, they said from end to end of this massive park, there's only a 75 feet elevation change. I'm making my darn nose run. Now there's one bush that has managed to survive over here and there. Guess what? Thorns. And there's good reason I check this out in the daytime here, especially when I haven't been here. That arm looks like it goes quite a ways down there. We're gonna go back first. We'll check out maybe these arms. Different. Either later tonight or another day. This is real swampy, which is definitely it's making the hike a little treacherous. Because this is not easy for me. This is like having to walking through heavy snow. And I see a creepy pine forest back there. Here's some of the birds. Yeah, this is a marsh. I'm gonna have to try and get across this again, because it's cool to hear the birds. And yeah, this is like a workout through this. I try to not think that was deep. That almost went over the mucks. So that is not shallow. And I don't like to just start in a new area at night when I have no clue of anything about it. That way it doesn't look like it goes down that far. Yeah, this is a workout on the legs and knees. Definitely. Well, I was looking on the map and did a little measurement. It wasn't official, but a little branch going down that way. But it says this is supposed to go back some like 600 yards is what I measured it at. I don't know if I made it that far yet. So this is starting to turn into like a, or almost, it's a stream, a bog, marsh, whatever. Instead of a pathway. I see lots of trees down over here. So I don't know whether this is a good area to take or not, but we're going to check it out. And there is very terrible cell service back here. In my car, I have Wi-Fi router, and so I'm able to do stuff in the car when I have the car on. Other than that, man, like, I don't even know if I can make a phone call out from here. Okay, don't ask me what the little ribbons around the trees are. Those might be path markers for hunters. This is definitely a big hunting area. And I'm trying to look because we've got all this mud, and I do see a couple animal prints. I think that's a deer there, but mostly I'm seeing people tracks. Now driving up here, had a couple turkey run in front of me. Good sized ones too. But they crossed to the opposite side. So I don't know if you've ever went like running on the beach, the sand and everything, how that's like an extra harder workout. It's kind of what this ground feels like. It's giving me a workout because it's, I don't know, everything's mushy. And the woods just literally continue this way on for this long time. This is a massive, massive area. And then we're gonna just scrape the surface of this area. And how quiet it is. Of course, I'm going to hear a jet come over. I guess we'll have a few planes causing a little bit of noise pollution. Yeah, this is a workout. I'm just curious to see where this goes. I mean, those other arms too. Oh, jeez. This is sticky. It doesn't want to give my foot back each time I'm stepping down. Well, probably not seeing many animal tracks here because they had the sense to not walk into this. That could be it. I think I'm gonna get up onto this little mound. Oh, what was that? know if that sounded like a bark or a wolf or something. I'm hearing it still. That way. Let me get up into this high ground. I'm gonna sit and duck. See if there is anything. I can't hardly move. Now I know he's coming from this direction. I'm telling you, there's no civilization for miles in that direction before there is some sort of house. I mean, if you've seen that drone video I put up. Let's keep exploring. Actually brought a couple of my flashlights with me, even though we're a couple hours to sunset, just in case something were to happen and I'm in here in the dark. It does look like the path bends around here, but my gosh, is this bog. And again, it's April 1st, okay? April's the rainy season. I know late March we had a lot of rain. So, I guess what do I expect during the rainy season and after heavy snow melt too. I think there's no way for my footsteps to not be loud back here. This little swamp right here, but look at our pathway ahead of us. Because I am hearing something, I just can't make out what that was. It's in the distance. It's not close to me. Holy moly. I'm not sure if this is going to be worth it. It's definitely a slow hike. Got my feet are sinking in and sticking. Like I'm having to fight with them. So I do not have my thermal running. I have it with me, but not running. we'll this will be interesting to get the thermal scan going. See, it's got me breathing heavy, and I'm not like stepping fast. It's just that each step is work in this. I am hearing off in the distance quite a bit of noise, you know, here and there. Not every single second, but oh, I sunk in there. I'm having to walk through thorns to try and not sink in the mud. I have to go into the woods a bit here. These woods are thick, and it would not be too fun to try to hoof it through these woods either. I'd probably get turned around and lost real easy. My concern is making sure I'm out of here before night. So I gotta see if this looks like a good way to go or not. See what we're gonna do. I'd say this looks like this is about the end of this. Yeah, summertime, you wouldn't even see this. So I think this is where our path pretty much comes to some sort of an end. There it goes. I think we got coyote around us. Yeah, I don't know if you're hearing that. Just looks like you would find like this looks very squatchy. Let me just put it that way. I think that was a woodpecker. But boy, was that a loud rattle. And there's an old steel tank right over here. I'm trying to evaluate my path forward. If I want to take a path forward here. Because I think what we're going to do, we'll be checking out some other areas, but like literally where this path ends, it's just going to go forest, and it's just forest with no path in it for a long time. It's just a huge area. Now, one thing I noted driving in, now one of my subscribers, Patty, ooh, I think that was the woodpecker. See, I'll sit there quiet. Nothing will make noise. As soon as I start to talk and move, something makes noise. Okay. Her property comes right up to the edge of this, her backyard, this gameland. And the reason why she's watching all these, why she watches a lot of, you say Bigfoot hunter stuff, it's because she experiences it for real life on her property. But I noticed several property owners out here, and there's not a lot. This is a rural area near Albion, Pennsylvania, but we're not near the populated center, which Albion's only about 2,000 people, so not heavily. But I've seen several of the houses that are on the borders of this, with this in their backyard, all have the wood cutouts of the Sasquatch, or the statue of the Sasquatch, which I'm going to tell you, I have in my front yard. I have the statue. I have the 8-foot cutout, black cutout silhouette, and also there may be a few people who get them for a gag. Most people get them because they've actually had some sort of experience with it. I see over that way there's a pine forest. Now this is going to be a lot more treacherous at night, because this is thick. This is a bog, and I'm going to try and avoid some of the worst areas on the way back. See if that's possible. Just an FYI, look, there's loose rocks on the ground. Because I sometimes, when I get rocks thrown at me, I had somebody comment, where are they getting all the rocks? Now, on top of, I thought that was probably the dumbest question in the world. I went, okay, for research sakes, if I see loose rocks on the ground, now that's evidence. Especially since somebody questioned, where are they getting the rocks? And I apologize. I know most of you guys watching this are a big help, a blessing to me. But man, do I get some vile haters. I mean, who knew I could set people to rage? And it's not like I'm, setting out to do that. I'm setting out to explore mysteries, legends, myths, lores, rumors. Another person asked, why do I always put as my primary objective is finding the wildlife, the signs of wildlife, and the predator, especially the predator activity. And I'd like to enlighten you on that. Initially, that was what I started out looking for when I started running across the Bigfoot stuff. Alright, I gotta try to get through this bog here. Thank God this tree's kind of falling here. Giving me a little traction. In essence, what I'm doing here is, if we're talking about a large apex predator, like a Sasquatch, who would be omnivore, at least we believe that. I think if it was full meat eater, there'd be a lot more people missing. But this, I wonder if I can cut straight through to that other opening. I can see the opening right there. Let's try it. Because we know this way is a total bog. Okay. So, anyway, you have a large apex predator. You have to find, there has to be food source for these things. So you gotta check that out. Food, water, the habitat, okay? Cover, concealment, isolation. These things don't seem to like people, but they do like to grift off of us, it seems like. They love to steal from farmers. They'll grab people's pets and farm animals as easy meals. But they're also in here. They're the largest game prey animal here is the white-tailed deer. We're in Pennsylvania, and there's some parts of Pennsylvania that have elk. This part is not noted for having them, although you never can tell, because you really can't tell wild animals where they can and can't go. See, this might have been a much easier path. Let's see what this trail looks like, because I wanted to check these ones out anyway. I'm snagging on all kinds of stuff. And just another thing, I see lots of pine cones down here. If something's thrown at me. I've also had sticks, pine cones, and acorns, and we get these butternuts and black walnuts. I've had all of them thrown at me. I hear that woodpecker. So we're definitely getting some good sounds back here. But so we're looking at suitability for basically what type of large predators could this land hold. When you have a large population of deer, rabbit, other prey type animals, that can be a benefit you have with the Cognac Creek nearby, and lots of bogs, lots of water. It's a little bit better for walking. It's crunchy, but a little bit better. So then I also, why I say especially the predator activity, because one, some of that predator activity may be a Bigfoot, which would be the apex of the area, but also other predators can be competition for these things. Our coyote around here, they're coy wolves. Actually, Pennsylvania does have actual wolves too. And lots of black bear and some very large black bear. And that's where you're talking about what would be like a rival for a Bigfoot in this area. Would be a bear that eats pretty much the same diet and is large. Black bears generally don't want to mess with people. But I know that if provoked, or if it's a mama bear, they definitely can be dangerous. So I'd imagine Bigfoot might be the same thing, although they may just have much more of a ferocious reputation. Well, it was easier to walk out this way, but we still got this bog to go through. We got the sun starting to set there. I heard something scurrying. Got a light breeze. You can see the trees moving there a little bit. But they said wind is supposed to be decreasing as the evening goes on. Now this will go down quite a ways. I will definitely, at night, we're going to head down this way. And there's several other of these paths that we could potentially take too. And there's some other areas where they have some paths. I hear a hawk in the distance. So I'll definitely head down that way. We'll see if there's anything down there at the end of that. I'm hearing stuff in the distance, but I can't make it out exactly. But they're animals making noises, so this should be an interesting night. I heard something there. So there's another pathway that extends over that way. Put that on the list to check out as well. I hear a jet rumbling over top. I'm telling you, I'm hearing a lot of noises. Ouch. Got some thorns stuck in me. Let's see if we can find a neat pathway through here. I'm curious where that way goes as well. Try and get a better look at it up here, but I gotta get through another heavy swamp area. I got a darn thorn digging in just above my jeans and up just above my mucks. I'm hearing something there. Well, let's see. I can actually see the water's flowing here. See if I can get across this. Pays to have long legs. So I definitely want to come down this one as well. And these may be some down and backs, but I still think they'll be interesting. Okay, so I don't know how far that goes that way. Yeah, I'm hearing stuff all in the background. Faint, not close. But I'm picking it up, definitely. So, this hike's definitely a workout, though. Trying to get across here, and then you have some sides are boggier. It switches sides, which side is boggier. Like right there, that's impassable. It may not look like it. This side is not great. The crossing this isn't great, but easier than getting across that thing. Whew. Sun's starting to set. Okay. Now I'm going to have to see if I can cross back, because this is getting bad. Now, this right here, we have quite a few deer, it looks like, coming through here. Going into the, I don't know, bog, swamp, wetlands, whatever you want to call them. Pain in the rear. In the summertime, that'll be a mosquito haven. Yeah, I'm following. There's quite a few deer track right here. It's a good sign. Hopefully we're gonna run across some wildlife tonight. Well, besides some birds, we got some noises in the distance here, and hopefully those came in well enough that you're able to hear them. just gotta work a little smarter, not harder, trying to go through this bog. I heard something one way, and now I'm hearing something. I just heard like a stick break this way. Huh. Well, this is going to be, I think this is going to be a good adventure at night. Of course, and then I say that, and there is also the potential that it is a complete and total dud. Another car coming down here. So this one, we're definitely going to check out down here too. So I think when I come in, see, I'll come in over there. We'll go down that way, back, go back over there, go to the next arm, down and back, and next arm, down and back. That ought to be plenty of time, especially because this is still kind of a slow go through this. I'm going to try to be hopefully a little quieter at nighttime. So, we got another arm here too. So we got, I think there's like 4 arms to explore off the main path. And I say arms because they only go down a little ways and end. So we'll go down that way too. Even though, I mean, this is literally, we're talking 50, 60 yards off of, from the road, and it's about 70 yards off from the actual road there. And I say 50 or 60 yards from my parking in my car. You can kind of see it there. I heard something there. Now I heard a knock behind me. Hear a car coming. Yeah. You got some talking trees. That's what it looks like. Alrighty. So I'll have the drone video attached on this. Again, this is the Jumbo Woods. Infamous in this area. Probably not internationally known, but stand by. Let's see what we catch tonight. It may be. Again, this is the Jumbo Woods is also just like a lot of the places I go in Ohio along the Cognac. It's along the Cognac Creek. Cognac Creek is 47 miles long, and only about 17 miles of that is in Ohio. The rest of it's all in Pennsylvania. Got a canine print there, but there's too much around it to kind of tell any more information, but it definitely looks like a canine. Alrighty. Getting blinded by the sun here. And I see here, there's canine tracks, and that may be somebody, so maybe a dog, maybe a hunting dog. I don't know, but a number of cars coming by here is kind of concerning with the lack of houses. Right on this other side, across the street, there's a little bit of forest, and then it goes down into the valley for the stream, for the Cognac Creek. And actually, I don't know where these cars are coming from, man. There's nothing on this road, but it goes a little bit in that way, and you go down onto the east branch, and this is just right up a little bit this way, right, is where the east and the west branch meet or merge. Alrighty, so hope you'll join me for the night adventure. I'm gonna get in my car, I'm gonna chill out for a little bit, something to drink, recharge some batteries, and we're gonna get ready to roll. Alrighty, this is T-Mac for T-Mac's American Experience, saying God bless you, and get ready for some better adventures up ahead. Alright, from Pennsylvania State Gameland 101, the Jumbo Woods, we're signing off.